So here we are about mid-November, and things are not as full as I had hoped they would be. I'm trying to direct sow, and I went through like 3 or 4 attempts to direct sow these beds, and they've done nothing. But anything I started in pots and put in the ground, that pretty much has done well. I've got some lettuce that did sprout and is doing well, but is already trying to bolt in November, which is insane. I need to get that harvested. I harvested one of those 3 heads of lettuce that has shown up there. I think that might be a turnip over there. And I've got a seeds, or a seed, trying to sprout there. I've got a lot of grass that I need to pull. I feel like I'm pulling grass all the time. I hate Bermuda grass. If you want to grow anything other than grass, do not plant Bermuda grass. Let's see, I have, I think that says Bales of Ireland that I had there last year. It looks like they possibly reseeded themselves. The Texas Tarragon's putting on flowers, which are beautiful. I still need to cut down the zinnias. I cut all most of the heads off of them to save seeds. I just need to pull the plants. The dead tomatoes and basil are down, but I have surprisingly a large number of basil and okra that is still limping along. The eggplant, I really should have cut it down after that freeze. Maybe even harvested these eggplants, but I failed. It's okay. Those 2 eggplants are going to be too tiny for me to cook anyway. But I need to get these peppers pulled out. They're still trying to produce the pimentos and jalapenos, so they get to live another week or so. And that parsley I planted last spring, can you see that? Is still living. I have actually had parsley go through survive the summer, I think, because it was tucked in under that those peppers. I will do that again. This thing still has bugs in it. The bug netting has been pretty much useless. It was just too easy to get holes. I've got some tulle I'm going to try next. But the bugs are already in here now. I probably should just pull the netting and throw some BT in or something. But this is like kale and Brussels sprouts and broccoli and I don't know what's what anymore. There's a lot of radishes that I can't seem to keep up with harvesting. There's even a carrot or 2 in there. You see that? Yay. This is my garlic. I think I threw some collards out with it, but I've not seen if they've actually done anything. This is my onions. The vast majority of them seem to have come up and are growing vigorously. There's so many things I need to do to clean up. Just been so tired. I'm going to tell you, menopause has hit, and the insomnia is bad, and I'm just exhausted all the time. But anyway, so I need to get this soaker hose pulled up because it's just rotting and was useless for the most of the part. These beans, the lima beans, are pretty much done. I've been letting them dry on the vine, but I am still getting blue butterfly pea. This is one thing I have not weighed in my harvest because I was getting a butterfly pea a day, and these things are so light they don't even register on my scale. But I used a tablespoon of dried butterfly pea for making my rose and butterfly pea jelly, and then I've got some more. I can probably make a little pot of tea at some point. Still waiting on the asparagus to fully turn brown so I can cut it back. Surprisingly, that hibiscus is hanging in there, and I see a couple of blooms on it every day. So I might harvest a little bit more off it, although I still have half a quart of dried calyxes. That grape that was behind it has suffered so much. I hope it can recover next year. I'm not putting anything in front of it at all. I'm going to hope it gets enough sun. And let's see. It's cooling off enough that the oregano here is starting to recover. This artichoke is very happy. I cannot wait for it to put on its first little bud. This is the first time I've tried growing it. I want more plants, but seeing how big it is, I'm not sure where I would put them. Because in my ideal world, I'd have like 5 of these things. I love artichokes. This is pine bark. I'd gotten it thinking I would put it on these blackberries, but I'm putting some more blackberries up front, and so I think that's what I'm going to use it for, because these are not having as much of a problem with grass as my other beds are. I still pull grass, but it's not too terribly much. I'm hoping to get a decent harvest next year of blackberries. Yeah, that's pretty much the garden. I've got some things going in the green stalks. You can see over there a bit of lettuce and kale and bok choy. Those did better than what I direct sowed in the garden beds. But yeah, and I still need to get these bricks put out. I've got a few things in pots over here. A friend gave me some elderberry cuttings. All 4 of them thrived. Unfortunately, they're all clones from the same tree, so they will not be good for pollinating each other. I've planted 1. I need to give away the other 3. And I've got some blueberries that I'm going to put in big pots next year. But I've got some elderberry cuttings going in the house. I'm just not sure that they're actually going to do. I'm really hoping so, because I don't want to go buy an elderberry tree. And see, everything is just a mess right now. I so need to clean up, especially since my wife's aunt's visiting next week for Thanksgiving. But yeah, here's some cuttings that have all started to thrive for the most part. So this came from a flower bouquet. It's a Sweet William. You can see it's tried putting out a flower. I need to pinch that off. These are the blackberries I've gotten. They're looking a little sad. Those are the ones I want to put up front. These are some cutting mystery varieties of blackberry that I propagated myself. That's my Chili Piquin. A few other things that just aren't doing as well. But I see the green stalks. I still have this tomato. This is the first thing I'd ever planted in a green stalk. And a little patio variety of tomatoes. It produced like 2 tomatoes for me this year. But it's still trying to produce something. This is some kale. I think it's my red Russian kale. But you can see the soil has already settled a great deal, and I need to at some point top that all off. The lettuce is looking quite lovely in here. I'm trying to remember to fertilize these. I'm really not good at fertilizing. I'm from using fish emulsion, and somebody likes the fish emulsion. Bear, I'm talking about you, yes. And wants to eat the dirt when I fertilize it. So, which could contribute to why my seeds didn't germinate that were direct sown, because someone was eating the top layer of my dirt. Is that right, Bear? Are you the reason? Are you the reason, Bear? Huh? You're too cute. And there's my herbs. And I've got some Swiss chard over there that's doing very well. We might eat that for Thanksgiving. And my rain barrel. I've got 3 rain barrels. I've got 2 in here, and then I've got 1 out on the side of the house. But that's it. That's my garden tour for fall. Probably won't do another one until December, and we'll see where things go. Probably be even less going on in December. Who knows?